Hi, uh, I'm having trouble finding a name for this video because it's such a weird subject and it's also a hodgepodge of all kinds of different ideas. But the main motivating factor for this video was the election process and how Trump got elected, and everybody expected Hillary to get elected, and that was a big shocker. Um, and I guess when many people project into the future or model the future or try to profile the process, they make a lot of mistakes, and there are many hidden players and many hidden processes that are going on in society, and that people just miss out, and they come out with this weighted average that's really mostly weighted according to their personal wishes, and it does not correspond to reality. Well, in another video that I did, I was saying that the society itself is like a computer, and there are all these processes and all these people going around and doing things that they add up to a complex computation, and the results are often something you would never expect. There was another scientist or a bunch of scientists that they were saying that nature itself is like a computer, and animals are a form of computation. And for example, in the theory of evolution, we see that animals evolve to live comfortably in a given niche or environment, and after millions of years that environment gradually changes, the temperature changes, or other factors in the environment changes, but the animal had evolved in a way to adapt to that environment that was originally there, and then when things change, it's unable to keep up, or it goes hungry, or it cannot move out of that niche environment because it's too fixated on it, and it goes extinct. And this election it showed that it actually discredited the mainstream media, and the whole society is kind of looking at them and see whatever they say or whatever they project for the future could be totally false. It could be totally well-wishing for the establishment, and maybe we should look at other sources. And also it shines a light on all the processes that goes on in society that we are not conscious of it, but they do come and play a part. It was interesting how Trump stole the vote, and he knew that where the grievances are, and he capitalized on it. Whereas the other guys, Hillary and crew, they just lost their momentum at the last minute. Plus, they had a lot of corruption going on, and it came into light through WikiLeaks news bombs. And WikiLeaks itself is another phenomena that was able to influence the U.S. elections. That's a pretty big deal. Being able to change the election results by just actions of a few hackers and few eavesdroppers and this and that. I mean, that's that, that's a pretty big. I mean, that's an influence. If you were to model or profile the election, and you forgot about WikiLeaks, you missed a big variable. Anyhow, I did another video on death of secrecy and how many politicians are used to running a show according to their past experience in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and it doesn't work because it's hard to keep things secret. The information systems are so advanced and so available. I mean, I have this just ordinary cell phone. I almost get every kind of video or every kind of information that I damn please out of this is just a cell phone. I used to have my internet. I used to get on my desktop, and it was a process, but the process has been shortened, and I'm able to get all this information and videos, and this is the future that society hasn't adapted to it yet. If you were trying to profile or model the social changes or political changes, you would end up dealing with people like me that have done mathematical modeling. Even though these ideas seem remote, society can be modeled mathematically, and many analysts and prognosticators, they're not doing a very good job because they're getting false results. Polls were showing that Hillary was going to be a winner, but they were false because she lost. Okay, that's the biggest litmus test right there. Then right now, a lot of analysts are projecting that Trump is going to make an administration and that go on. But I'm projecting that Obama is the last president, because there is just so much corruption. The system is so far gone. Nothing will save it. Not Obama, not Trump, nobody. And things will digress, and I don't know if Trump is going to get assassinated, or electoral college is going to say, hey, we don't want Trump, or what. I mean, don't you think there are hidden factors, there are hidden players that they are able to influence events? Some analysts are talking about the deep state and military establishment, that they will hamper Trump's efforts to change things around. And let's not forget the fact that Obama came into power as a change candidate. He was a black senator that nobody knew. He promised all these things, I'll stop all these wars and do this and that. He came into power, he actually delivered nothing, and he himself is the architect of Syrian war. He elected or appointed Hillary Clinton to State Department. She did all this stuff, and I guess Obama is the biggest Uncle Tom you can find in the U.S. politics. He went along with Wall Street. Everything went on as it was going on in Bush administrations. I mean, I don't see any kind of change. What makes you think that when Trump comes into power, he won't be taken to a back room and be enlightened by the deep state, and what makes you think he will not start the third world war? He has a lot less in common with the left or than Obama. Obama supposedly Muslim and black and all this and that. I mean, it just kind of makes you think. If I'm profiling a future, am I missing out a lot of stuff that I should be thinking about? A lot of factors, a lot of players that are there, but I'm not seeing them. My projections are maybe totally false. What makes you think that the riots will not get out of hand and will not become a civil war, and then it will lead into something else? I mean, I'm sticking with my original prognostication that Obama is the last president. But on top of all of that, I think the United States has a lot of karma, and the karma is catching up with us. What else I wanted to go over? Okay, the other thing that was the discrediting of the mainstream media, and this is something to really ponder upon. When you look at many of these channels like CNN or Fox, or you see all these beautiful blondes, and they're talking about all these subjects. Just because somebody is physically attractive, they're pretty blonde or a really nice looking guy, does not make you a philosopher or a mathematician or some analyst or somebody like me. Okay, you will never be like me, because my IQ is way off the chart, and I study and read tremendously. So my analysis of the events that will come, it will always supersede yours. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're working with CNN or working for Fox or whoever. Okay, you will not beat me in analysis, or being an oracle, or projecting the future. You will always be behind me. Okay, physical attraction or sexual attraction, or being Megyn Kelly or whoever, it does not match this. Okay, this is important. Okay, this having smarts and having a very good educational background is important and does make difference. Okay, for example, just like I told you that I have done mathematical modeling, and I have studied different systems. Okay, I have a background, and I can reason, and I can look at different ways of looking at the same situation. Or whereas like a Fox anchor lady, she's so pretty, but that doesn't mean her analysis comes anywhere close to what I did. You follow what I'm saying? Anyhow, I think that the karma that the United States has will catch up with it very shortly. My early analysis are pretty much on track, and we are going in that direction. We are not going in another direction. Actually, I think that Trump's will have a hell of a time making an administration, and even if he makes one, he either is going to get assassinated, or there will be a lot of hiccups along the way that will completely overturn what he was doing. Well, please leave your comment and realize that this analysis is valuable and worthwhile and well thought of, rather than what you might find in MSN. Thank you very much.